All right now. What's up, world? This your boy God, man. This your boy God, man. And I want to first, like I always do, give a shout out to my grandsons. You know what I'm saying? My daughters and my sons, and my grandsons and my granddaughters. You know what I'm saying? Both families, you know what I'm saying? All y'all, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what to say first, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff to read, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to read and we're going to meditate on the Word of God, you know what I'm saying? Day and night before God, we meditate. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think the best thing for me to do, I'm gonna pause it here, you know what I'm saying? And you not gonna really tell the difference, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna go to my favorite song, you know what I'm saying? The song, you know, that I'm gonna play, you know what I'm saying? It's not a real song. It's just talking. God talking. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a little thing I had called God Talking one time, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no video at the time, you know, I was just voice recorder and MP3, you know, speaking and then listening to myself, you know what I'm saying? That was me and God's training, you know what I'm saying? Becoming one, you know, God was becoming man, and of course our man was becoming God, you know what I'm saying? And we was doing it for the first time, you know what I'm saying? Like anything with sports, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it in my letter, but then with sports, like Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron had to go through a whole lot, you know, people spitting on him, cussing him, cursing him, you know what I'm saying? And spitting on him, throwing bottles at him, you know what I'm saying? When he went in the dressing room and come out of the dressing room, you know what I'm saying? Because he was the first black man to play baseball, you know what I'm saying? And the white people didn't think that a black man was supposed to play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Any sport where, and it don't have to be a sport, anything in life, like Jesus. You know, this is the first time that God really, 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 truly know I'm man and know, you know, man God. But then with Jesus, you know, the first time, you know what I'm saying, it was just like this. You know what I'm saying? It was just like this. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time man was being told that another man was God and he was one with God. You know, so Jesus did it first as Adam, you know what I'm saying? And then Adam doing it again. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way, you know, because, you know, 2024 years is a long time, you know what I'm saying? And it's every bit of that because it's 930 years for Adam. Then he died. Then he was born again as Jesus for 33 more years. That was 963. And then after that, God got mad. And when Jesus died, everybody really died when Jesus died. Because everybody went in Adam. Because Jesus said, Holy Father, keep them through your name. Adam's name, the Father. Holy Father, keep them through your name, those that you have given me, for they are yours, and yours is mine. And then he said, keep them through your name, so they may be one as we are one. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was just like me, just like God, because I was Jesus then. You know what I'm saying? You read that book, it sound like you wrote it. Then you know you God. You know what I'm saying? Shit. People think that book something. My daddy did the same thing I'm doing now. And he was a disabled veteran on drugs, you know, from the military, you know what I'm saying? He said he didn't go to war, but then he was an MP, military police. And then he got messed up on drugs, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, got to seeing things in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? And lost himself, you know what I'm saying? And then the government put him out the army, gave him a dishonorable discharge, but I'm going to get that changed for him, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't did shit wrong to get a dishonorable discharge to stick all of his life, leaving no goddamn army. That was a white folk charge anyway. They gave that same charge they gave my daddy for wanting to get out the army. They gave that same charge to Muhammad Ali for not wanting to go. You know what I'm saying? But my daddy didn't go to jail. They just disabled him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he played crazy, because on these drugs, I ain't no crazy. You know what I'm saying? You damn sure ain't crazy. And you know more than people know that ain't on drugs. You know what I'm saying? You just get so caught up in the, you know, I don't see how people get high just to get the feeling of being high, or to be numb, or, you know, whatever they do when they get high, you know what I'm saying? But me, when I get high strictly to be God, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, you know what I'm saying? I don't get high for nothing else, just strictly to be God, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got high in so long, I know I don't need it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me now, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to be homeless to become homeless, man, you know what I'm saying? To break away from being codependent with my family, you know what I'm saying? Me and my family were so close that we had to love and hate each other in a ball. You know what I'm saying? I just see that spiritual ball of love and hate all mixed up together. That's the way me and my family was. In the same house, but, well, I ain't gonna say can't stand each other, because we loved each other, but everybody was at everybody's throat, because wasn't nobody doing right. You know what I'm saying? And God forgive me for talking about my family, you know what I'm saying? I usually don't talk about my family. But it wasn't like we was doing anything really, really, really wrong. But, you know, people wasn't working, you know what I'm saying? And then when you ain't working, ain't no money coming in. And then, you know, old Paw, you know, only making $2,500, man, shit. That can't go too far, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, a whole bunch of people in the house, and, you know, ain't nobody working enough to pay the bills, you know what I'm saying, and my little $2,500 can't do it. And then I don't look forward to nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I had to look at it. You know what I'm saying? What am I getting out of this? You know what I'm saying? Shit. I know the grandkids good, you know what I'm saying? But goddamn, the kids supposed to be the ones working. Shit, I done had 2 strokes, you know what I'm saying? And then, I got PTSD. And I love the medication for PTSD, the marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But with the 2 strokes, my hand numb, I ain't 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And then, I can't go out and wail like I used to. Because I can't use my left hand like I used to. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no feeling in it that good. You know what I'm saying? You call me? No, but man, we good, man. We good. And my kids good. I love y'all. Nike, Casey, Jeremy, Champ, Diamond, Nisha, y'all know y'all my number ones. I ain't gonna never make y'all number 2. Jeremy, you either. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happened, man. I ain't gonna never lose my kids. And my grandkids, oh man. When me and Pot seen each other on that phone, oh man, I couldn't do nothing but cry. Shit. Man, me and Pots, shit, it's like me and Jakai, you know what I'm saying, and Lim and Rowan and James, all of us just one in harmony. Her money. It's her money. It ain't my money. That's why I name Harmony. Her money. It ain't my money. So don't worry about it, Pots, man. Paw coming back. Not soon, but, give me a year and let them settle down and feel like they can do things on their own, you know what I'm saying? I'll send you some money here in the next few days, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of money. Because this video gonna go viral. And they can't deny me. You know what I'm saying? They can't deny God, man. It's the first time anybody ever really felt God and been God. So, well, I ain't gonna say that because my daddy was like this too, but he just didn't win. He ain't win. And get initiated like I did. His friends used to tell him, talking about, don't tell Troy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, Troy know what's up. And Pops, man, we got a lot of things to do together, man. Fishing, all that. Saltwater fishing, too. We ain't got to stay nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be at work tomorrow, so we can go to South Texas and fish. You know what I'm saying? Stay a few days, a week. When you out of school, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got to go to school. You and Jakai and Rowan and James and Liam and Harmony. go camping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to like to do with my uncle and my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, really, you know what I'm saying? Really. Oh man, I'm sorry I'm sitting up here crying on this phone, you know what I'm saying? But when I think about my grandkids, man, and life without them, oh man, I hate to be the one dead, man. I hate to die, man. I have died before, man, but it ain't like really dying when, you know, you can get back up. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, if you can't get back up, man, that's the thing. You know, my boy had surgery. He just don't know. He died in that surgery, man. Wasn't keeping him alive, but the machine, you know what I'm saying? The machine was on, you know what I'm saying? But them organs was open and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh, yeah. You was alive, but dead at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Dead at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But then, you know, he here for good now. Cause I ain't gonna let it miss itself. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say I'll leave before he leaves, but then I don't want to curse neither one of us, you know what I'm saying? This the song that I did for my dad and my mama when I first started in 2003. And then I used to just talk. And then Jeremy one day say, "Daddy, listen." And he took the thing and he put an instrumental to it, and then my voice with my talking and the music hit me, and I had came up with something. I was like, damn, man, Jeremy, that was cold-blooded. So Jeremy really the one showed me, you know, how to do that, how to put music with, you know what I'm saying, talking. He just make the whole book or whole story, you know, easy to read, you know what I'm saying? Because one day I might have a book, somebody probably gonna follow behind me and write a book without me knowing it. My buddy think that the movies, you know what I'm saying, they gotta let you know if you in a movie. Man, them people ain't gotta do shit. Dow Chemical ain't shit. And Dow Chemical know goddamn well this a goddamn movie. Cause they two-star. Two-star mean two niggas dead. You know what I'm saying? And then they blackballed me. Cause I was third party. I was living and Kent was dead. And Kent probably still living his damn self. He just didn't want to live because he was going to be bald-headed. And he told me when I stayed up till 12:30 at night with him. And then the man going to come to me and tell me at 8:30 that you ain't going to be able to see Mr. Green. He passed away at 8:30, you know what I'm saying? And we got to let his wife see him before you could see him, you know what I'm saying? And I said, what happened to him? And he said, well, he swallowed some and he burned his esophagus and he suffocated to death. You know what I'm saying? And then the reason I think they lying, because I was on the phone with Harold when the doctor told me that, and then I told Harold to hold on and talk to the doctor. Then when the doctor told me that, I came back and told Harold Kent died. Then Harold put the phone down and somebody else picked it up, and, you know, we was all sad about Kent dying. And then 30 minutes later, and it's a 45-minute drive. 30 minutes later, the safety man was there telling me don't spread no rumors about Kent dying because the doctor's just going by hearsay. That's what my safety man told me. I was a safety man too, but that's what the other safety man told me. Don't spread rumors because the doctor just going by hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell if the doctor don't know if the man suffocated to death, he swallowed and suffocated to death, but Kent could have told him, man, he didn't want to live like that. And he wanted to fake it. He could have told him that. You know what I'm saying? He could have told him that. So, you know, Kent, whether he dead or alive, I still pray for his spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hope he alive. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mess over me. Doc Chemical did. You know what I'm saying? So, see, Dow Chemical, they think because they a major corporation and the Dow Jones average and all that shit, that they untouchable. You know what I'm saying? And they were never gonna let me get my day in court. So I'm getting my day in court right now on my YouTube page. That's what it's gonna be full of. It's gonna be full of stories. That's all, man. Stories about my life. But I don't get into my family life too much. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but then it ain't fucked up enough for me to let you in it by gossiping and telling you all my family business. You know what I'm saying? But I'm God, man, and it's the first time God ever been God. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus was God. Yeah, he wrote it up just right. So he had to know what the hell I know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna tell you finna kill me tomorrow and shit like that, and then I'm gonna come back in 3 days and all that. No, man, I just come right back. I just don't leave. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You shoot me in the face and shit. I turn into goddamn whatever I turn into, goddamn, and then, you know, shit, the police come and I come to myself again and get in the car and go to the hospital. And they turn the death certificate in, you know what I'm saying? The insurance, the life insurance. I don't know how much they was getting for me, but then they was getting something. All them times I got put in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was trying to get some kind of death insurance or life insurance. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of payment. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Jesus now, you know what I'm saying? I just got initiated like Hank Aaron in the baseball, you know what I'm saying? The first man in baseball, you know what I'm saying? You know, they spit on that man, they threw bottles at him, they talked about his mama, they didn't care what they say about it. White people didn't like black people, and they didn't want him in. And he still played and became the first black man to play in the Major League Baseball. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, football was the same way. It was first black men that got treated fucked up. And then like black quarterbacks, you know, you didn't see black quarterbacks when football first started. You know what I'm saying? That was a position that a black man was not supposed to be smart enough to get. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to be smart enough to be a quarterback or a running back or any of the specialty positions that the white dude was, you know, a part of. Like welding, you know, you see prejudice and racism in welding. You know, white dudes come to work and see a black man, they turn around and leave. Because they know it must not be a job where they could, come in and, play good old boy role with the white, supervisors. You know what I'm saying? They didn't last long. Cause see, some dudes, they weld and, it's 100% on pipe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have x-ray. And you can't bust no welds. You bust 3 welds, you go home. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a job no more. You know what I'm saying? So you can't bust no welds. You know what I'm saying? And, so some dudes come in, and if they got a white superintendent or white foreman or something like that, and they white, then they could bust them x-rays and keep their job. But a black man, you better not think about busting 1 x-ray, or they on your ass. But a white dude could bust 100 and keep his job. That's the kind of shit I went through. You know what I'm saying? The black man be in the smoke pen, they run everybody out the smoke pen. Then the white dudes start going back. As long as this white dude sitting there, the foreman, the superintendent, general foreman, they won't say nothing. As long as the white dude sitting there, then the Mexicans, they'll start easing over there. And the foreman, the general foreman still won't say nothing. But soon as one black man walk over there and get in that smoke pen with them, then, hey, y'all been in there too long. Y'all need to go. Ain't no more smoking. You know what I'm saying? Because the black man showed up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I had to deal with that, man. A man lied on me one time. Talking about I ran in the back of his friend that was giving him a ride and made them run in the back of somebody else. And then my superintendent, took that against me and started treating me messed up. Then when it was a pipe fitter, old white man pipe fitter, you know what I'm saying? I ain't racist or nothing or prejudiced or nothing. I'm just telling you a story. I just sound like that. But then, it was an old white man. I was supposed to go make a well for him, and he was a pipe fitter. And when he found out I was the black man, the black kid, the black welder, you know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't gonna fit for that fucking nigger. And then his boss fired him. And when his boss fired him, then my boss came to me and said, I see you got your white man fired. Now I want to see some work out you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I was, I ain't want to work with that motherfucker no more. And then he came to me and told me, you got some messed up welds, in the structural iron. And I wasn't no structural iron welder. I was a pipe welder. I used to be a structural iron welder at first, but I became pipe and I was pipe. And then he talking about I had some messed up welds. And so I said, man, I ain't got no messed up welds. But then, if I ain't got no messed up welds, then you gonna have to fire me or lay me off. You know what I'm saying? He said, fine. So he took me up there. And then I went up there with the lead man. And it wasn't my stencil. Because you got a stencil on your weld. And it wasn't my stencil. And then I said, man, that ain't mine. And I told him. And then the dude, the lead man said, it's not Jackson's welds. And so he sped off. Then I said, go tell him to come back and get me. I told him he gonna have to fire me or lay me off. And then he gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying, evidently it wasn't your will, so I can't fire you. And we not laying off pipe welders. But I need you to go back up there and fix those bad welds I just told you about. Boy, don't you know, man, I got hot. I said, man, if you don't take me to the gate, you know what I'm saying, I quit. And that's all he wanted to hear. And he wanted me to quit. And then he took me and got my box, and when we was in the office, that white lady, she asked me, she said, Mr. Jackson, do you feel like you was being mistreated? And I didn't say a word. The reason I didn't say nothing because I had just hired in at Dow Chemical. You know, and I was just waiting to go to work. And I knew if I tell on that white man, it was going to mess my chances up of getting my job with Dow. So I looked at him. I just looked at him, man. I looked at him for like 2 minutes. That lady said, sir, you all right? And he was turning red, you know what I'm saying? Like blood coming from his veins, you know what I'm saying? Sweat. And then I thought about it. And I said, no, ma'am. And then it was like, he was like, phew. He didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna act like he really wanna help me with my box. I said, man, I got it. I got it. And then that white dude that said he didn't want to weld for this fucking nigga, you know what I'm saying? He almost got his ass whooped. Because he was waiting on the foreman that fired him at the bottom of the thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I passed him up. He gonna look at me upside my head. I looked upside his. I ain't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. And then, you know, he waiting on that foreman trying to fight him because he fired him for it. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how white people used to do us and think they were supposed to. And that's the way Dow Chemical did me, man. Dow Chemical did me the same way. Just done me wrong, man. Messed up my life, man. Paid bribes to the community and the banks and stuff to do me wrong and not serve me right. And all that there, man. Dow Chemical, man. That's what did I call that in my book? I call that what is it, Daddy? Oh man, come on now, God, tell me what that is. It's organized crime. Organized crime. That's all it is. Organized crime. You know what I'm saying? When you just blatantly do people wrong. And Dow Chemical, you're a major corporation. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. This is God telling you that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't lying to you. I'm God. I wouldn't be telling you this if I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I told you my dad had this problem too. And just because I say that don't mean I'm crazy or nothing wrong with me. And some people will put you in the hospital for nothing just because you say that. You know what I'm saying? Fight you for nothing just because you say that. You know what I'm saying? So Dow Chemical, you ain't did nothing don't nobody else do. They mess with Jesus for nothing. Innocent man. And God said, I know they gonna reverence my son. And they talking about lifting him up like Moses. Talking about Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness. So must the Son of Man be lifted up. God wasn't talking about lifting him up as no serpent on no cross. God was talking about lifting him up in love, honor, loyalty, reverence. You know what I'm saying? That's what God was talking about. And they took it as God was saying he put him on the cross to be crucified. Talking about he was bruised by God. Yeah, because man didn't want to accept the responsibility of being God. That's the only reason. Yeah, it was done by God. Because when Jesus came, Jesus told you, God is the husbandman. The Lord is the husband. When I go back to the Father, I come in you. I come in you. When I go back to the Father, I come in each one of you. This is Jesus. I come in each one of y'all when I go back to the Father, because the Father is the husbandman. The men, women, and children. So Jesus just came back into each one of us as the Father, Adam. And their name was Adam in the day when they were created. Remember that. But I'm going to get off this thing now, man. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. I ain't read my stuff yet, but I'm going to read it. I'm finna go to the store if I get a chance. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all, man. Love you grandkids and all y'all kids, man. And I love y'all. Peace.